Hello, everyone, and welcome to Glyphs. Thank you to all our viewers who have joined us on Zoom and on Facebook. It's an absolute pleasure to have all of you with us. We shall be starting in just a short while, and until then, enjoy this beautiful performance, Yama Yama, on the harmonica by our artist, Sandeep Kumthekar. It's lovely to see all our audience who have joined in. Please do put in your names in the chat box. We would also like to know your passion or that one hobby, that one thing that you all love to do. Do put it in the chat box. We would love to connect with that passion of yours. Hello, good evening to all our viewers from Pune, from Lucknow, and from across the globe. Be ready to travel into a new world with the passion of today's guests, the world of travel and the world of music. Stay tuned as we have a lovely interaction with our guests. To the audience, we shall be recording this episode for quality purposes. Glyphs essentially means the representation of a character. And what better way there is to identify what a person truly is than to observe what he loves from within him. That's why the name glyphs. It also stands for being a symbol that represents something beyond the face value. The three symbols or the three glyphs that you saw in the logo represent what the concept is all about. They stand for create, connect, or express. Like we all know, hashtag passion matters. Glyphs is a channel where you indulge in to identify the passion created within you, connect with each other, and openly and ingenuously express your thoughts and passions. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of like-minded people who share a common drive for passion. Passion is the force that motivates you to achieve success and happiness to build a better life. It is something that allows you to be inherently yourself. Your passion can be singing, photography, painting, playing an instrument, or even something as different as collecting items, cycling, or sports. This might be something that you are not necessarily doing as your work. In fact, it is better if you have a passion that helps you unwind and enjoy your own company. The Glyphs community is meant to encourage us to keep pursuing our passions. It is a global community who sees, learns, and appreciates the things that we do. It is also an avenue where you can showcase your own passion and also be inspired to explore a new passion. You know you got it. We know you got it. Now let the world know you got it. And that's exactly what we are here to do. Create, connect, express. So friends, the Glyphs CCE show has celebrated a milestone of completing over 60 episodes. And we are overwhelmed with the response from all the well-wishers from India and from more than 44 countries. This platform has brought together people from different places and cultures, all bound together by passion. We are now building a larger team with a better infrastructure to keep showcasing, pursuing, and inspiring more passions all across the world. So friends, if you've liked the episodes, the experience, and the concept, we are now open to have your financial support to build a stronger platform than ever before. Your financial support, however big or small, is extremely valuable to us. You will be able to see a GPay number as well as a QR code for any contribution that you would like to make to take this concept forward. And so again, a warm welcome to all of you on this lovely Sunday evening. I am your host, Kavita Avasthi, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to this 62nd episode of the wonderful channel where we showcase your passion. To the audience, while we talk to our guests, do keep the chat box alive with your comments and appreciation. And to the viewers on Facebook, we are listening to you too. So please feel free to put your comments on our Facebook page, which is live right now. Well, it is said that investment in travel is an investment in yourself. Sarang Anand Gosavi has been investing in this passion of travel since childhood. He has been traveling for the last 35 plus years and also been cycling for the past 5 years. His school time friends with whom he started trekking proved to be the inspiration for starting this passion. Most of us feel that traveling means going to exotic locations, fancy places, and places which are frequently visited by tourists. Sarang is a passionate traveler, but with a difference. He prefers to go to offbeat tours and has a special love for domestic and wildlife tours, and now is a director at Kia Holidays Private Limited. He is so passionate about this that he has traveled to Andamans for over 20 times, Ladakh over 10 times, and he says he knows these places in and out as good as he knows his birthplace, Pune. Today, Sarang is going to share some beautiful experiences of traveling to these offbeat and lesser explored places. But before Sarang tells us more about that, Audience, I am going to be asking you some questions. And if you answer them correctly, only then can Sagar tell us more about these places. So, time for the first one. They say there is only one Brahma temple in the entire world, which is Pushkar in Rajasthan. But did you know there is one more Brahma temple in this entire world? Where is it and what is it called? Yes, to the audience. Where is this second Brahma temple in India and what is it called? I'm going to give you a hint there. It is near Goa. What is the name of this place? Yes, of course. That shows that not many people know about this. It's called Brahma Karmari. It's near Goa, and this is the place that Sarang is going to be talking about. So, Sarang, over to you for this one.
Thank you, Kavita. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, all, and namaskar. So, people remember Goa for its beaches, casinos, Mangeshi temple, churches. But there is something more beautiful in Goa, which is unexplored and offbeat. One such place is Brahmakarmad. So, legend is that there is only one temple of Lord Brahma in the whole world at Pushkar in Rajasthan. But little to known many is that there is one more beautiful Brahma temple in a small remote village at Valpoi, Goa. This place is basically called Brahma Karma. So, as per the localites, this village historians, when Portuguese came to invade Goa to avoid the destruction, the idol they took to a different place and saved it from destruction. One more interesting fact is that it is of the 12th century from the Kadamba dynasty and it is built from a single black stone. It has three faces, the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. But there is one more interesting fact that there is a one more face at the behind. There is one more similar place in Goa which is called Tamdisuru, which you are able to see just now on the screen. Tamdisura is again a 12th century temple of Lord Shiva built in the Kadamba style of architecture, similarly again from a single basalt stone. It is situated at the foot of the Anmud Ghat near the border of Goa and Karnataka. It is quite in the interior of northeast Goa, approximately 65 kilometers from Panji, near a small village called Mole. The journey is very exciting through a dense forest, and when you reach there, you are greeted by a beautiful structure amidst greenery. As you can see, a beautiful waterfall is there, a small rivulet is there. En route, you can also see ancient Pandav lanes and have a taste of the authentic bhaji pav of Goa. Again, one more offbeat and unexplored destination in Goa. Thank you, Kavita.
Thank you. Thank you. Some beautiful places all of us could go and visit. Thank you, Sarang, for that. And moving on to the next place, audience, again, I want you to answer this question. Which is the furthest most town in Ladakh, which is also on the Pakistan border? Which is the furthest town in Ladakh, which is on the Pakistan border? What's the name of that town? It also happens to be the northernmost village in our country. Does anybody know what is the name of this town? Like I said, not all of us have visited this place. So, all right, the answer to this is it's a place in no Shilpa, it's not Leh. It's a place in Ladakh called Turtuk. It's a very small village which is there. And this is the next place which Sarang is going to be telling us about. Yes, Sarang.
Can I have a share of the screen?
Yes, coming up.
Yeah. Yes. So as you can see on the screen, a wonderful place in the northernmost part of Ladakh. This is called Turtuk. So it is at a height of say 14,000 feet, and we have to go through the Khardungla Pass, which is at 18,000 feet. And when we come down to the Diskit Valley, from there it is around 90 kilometers. So what is beautiful about this place is as you can see in the photograph, these are the Karakoram ranges. So in Leh, we can see the Himalayas. When we come to the Khardungla, when you come down, the Karakoram range starts. And the whole journey towards this particular place is alongside the river called Shyok. One more interesting fact about this particular place is uh, there is a Rajwada still here. There is a king, and people during festivals they go and celebrate along with the king. This particular place was initially in Pakistan. In 1971, after the war, it came in India. So there are people who have been in Pakistan and in this particular place. You can see a slide of an apricot tree. So when we visit this particular place, you can literally pick some apricots. In the next slide, which was shown just now, you can see the localites of this particular place. A wonderful place to be. There is again a small waterfall over here, and the journey is again very interesting. So there is one more another fact that 30 kilometers from this particular place there is the Pakistan border, and when I last visited, we could interact with the Maratha regiment over there, and it was such an amazing experience that we could share lunch in the bunker of the Maratha infantry. So, amazing place to be and amazing experience that can be shared of this particular place. Uh, a wonderful place. Thank you, Kavita.
Yes, thank you. All right. The next question comes in for the wildlife enthusiasts. You should know this answer. Where do you find leopards roaming free in a village in India? Come on, we have a lot of wildlife enthusiasts as well. Where in India do you find leopards roaming free? Which place? Some answers here. It's a place in Rajasthan. What is that place called? All right, it's a place called Bera. No, Himangi, it's not Panna. It's a place called Bera in Rajasthan. We say there are approximately 50 to 70 leopards here in this place. Yes, Manoj, that is right. Bera it is. And this beautiful place Sarang has visited, and that's what he's going to share with us. Yes, Sarang, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Bera is a small town in Pali district with a considerable number of leopards. It is also known as the leopard country. Uh, it has a classic landscape of Aravalli Hills, uh, and the vegetation is mainly cactus and kikar. As you can see in the photographs, uh, there are hillocks with caves present here which provide a perfect habitat for the leopards. Close to this village lies the river Javai and the Javai Dam. Crocodiles are also seen near the water body and on the rocky patches. It is also a great place for birding. Unique feature about this particular place, as you can see in the picture, is because of the landscape and the rocky hillocks and caves formed. It provides a perfect place for camouflage because of the color of the leopard and the patches of its skin. Also, just below the hillocks in the village, there are people who live along with these leopards. So this is very interesting. Main food of the leopards in this particular region is the goats, cows, hens, and other animals in the villages. Along with leopards, other animals such as hyena, jungle cat, Indian grey mongoose can be spotted in this particular area. Now, as you can see in the picture, it is very difficult to identify this particular leopard. You know, it is actually matching the color of the rocky patches. Similarly, is the case over here. And the density of this particular place of leopards is increasing day by day, and that is the reason why it has been what you can say a place to be seen for the wildlife lovers. And these particular rocky patches, so there is one interesting feature which happens here is when we are doing a safari, the particular driver takes us along this particular rocky patches up on this hill, and while coming down, that particular experience is amazing. So, say suppose the brakes fail, what happens? It's goosebumps, you know. Uh, so definitely a wonderful place to visit for, and leopards, a very rare sight. Leopard is a very shy animal, so definitely a place to visit for. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you. Beautiful leopards, beautiful pictures. Like Sunil Faltankar has rightly said, some wonderful information with some beautiful photographs. Thank you, Sarang, for that one. And moving on to one more place. So to the audience, where in India can you find the most beautiful corals and the most interesting marine life? Where can we find this? This is an easy one. All of us have visited that places. Where in India do you find beautiful corals and marine life? Yes, of course. Andamans it is. And here there is this beautiful untouched island called Jolly Boy. And that's the island that Sarang is going to talk about right now. So, Sarang, again, back to you.
Yeah, thanks. So, Jolly Boy is a small island where there is no habitat as such. People don't live there. It is around 1.5 hours distance, but it can be traveled by road initially and then by boat. So the specific information about this particular place is that it is full of corals and marine life, and it is the second ranked island after the Great Barrier Reef of Australia. The corals here, they are dated almost more than thousands of years, or you can say millions of years. So, as you can see in the picture, this is a beautiful journey through a boat, and on your right hand side on the screen, you can see the small island. The soil is so pure and so white that when sun shines on that particular sand, it glows in a different manner. Uh, and as you can see, it can be compared to a international destination. It is not, or you can say, a destination which is far more better than some international destinations and should be visited for corals and marine life. Can I have a change of slide, please? Yes. So here again is this particular island, and you need to have forest department permissions for this particular place, and the number of tourists that visit this particular place is limited. It's only 250 per day. So that is why not many people tend to visit this particular place. And the corals that are found are staghorn corals, uh, table corals. Then you can see the beautiful sea anemone and the Nemo fish. You must have seen the wonderful movie Nemo. So that particular fish can be found here. You can also see, if you are lucky, the olive ridley turtle. And recently, saltwater crocodiles have been seen here. So that is the reason why scuba diving has been stopped over here, and snorkeling also. Otherwise, we were allowed to do scuba diving and snorkeling. So nowadays, only glass bottom boat ride can be done, and through the glass bottom boat, you can see wonderful corals and marine life. You can also en route while coming back, there is a small rubber factory which can be visited along with this particular, and the food, amazing seafood that can be found over here. If any seafood lovers are there, then it is a treat for them. Thank you, Kavita.
There are loads of seafood lovers and loads of people, of course, who like the adventure.
Yeah,
That
so
was all
crabs,
the less visited.
fish, and all those were
Okay,
lots
yes.
of varieties.
Thank you, Sarang. Thank you so much for sharing all those things about all the less explored places. I'm sure that just shows that a lot of people can have this passion of visiting places which are not very popular with tourists. So thank you so much for that. And audience, do not go anywhere. Sarang is going to be back with an awesome finale that we have planned for all of you. That will be after the performance of our second guest. But before that, over to Amita, who is going to share how each one of you can also become a part of our ever growing channel, Glyphs. Here comes a video just before Amita comes in.
Glyphs, the world's first community for passion. At Glyphs, you can now connect with people having different kinds of passion. It is a community of expression and learnings. Come, be a part of it now. You can now bring Glyphs to your company for a one-of-its-kind employee bonding event. Drop a message to us on our Facebook page or type in the comment section right now and we shall get in touch with you.
Thank you, Kavita. We have just heard Sarang talk about his passion. In the same manner, all of us also have different passions that we love to do. May it be singing, dancing, photography, traveling, or even stamp collecting. Glyphs CCE is a channel that provides you a platform to take this passion of yours ahead. We currently have our viewership in over 37 countries across the globe. Let us take a quick poll. You will see three options in front of you now. Request you to click the option for the way you would like to be part of Glyphs. Option 1, you'd like to be part of Glyphs by performing or talking about your passion. You would like to meet passionate people of the Glyphs community, or you would like to speak to the founders of Glyphs CCE. For all our viewers on Facebook, please comment options 1, 2, or 3, and we will get right back at you. Come on, put in your responses soon. Wow, we already have the results. 72% say that they'd like to refer a friend to Glyphs CCE. That's awesome. You can see the phone number and email ID on the screen right now. So join us on the Glyphs CCE channel, the place where every passion finds a home. Before I hand it over to our host, let me take this opportunity to thank her as well. Kavita Avasthi, a fashion designer who owns and runs her own boutique Poshak. Over to you, Kavita. Thank you.
Thank you, Amita, and thank you to all our audience for participating in that poll. Time to move on to our next guest. Our next guest has been singing before he even learned how to speak. As a child, his parents were an inspiration for his singing, and later, singers like Kishore Kumar, whose style and pattern we all likes to follow. We are Barua, along with Ravi, Suresh Patkar, and special affinity for Muhammad Ali. And all this, he is also a great fan of Ali Barman, his style of rhythm, and his music. Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Madonna, and the list goes on and on. Well, they say introverts are capable of acting like extroverts for the sake of anything they love or anything they value highly. This is perfectly true in this case because Pial, who considers himself to be a silent introvert, says, and I quote him, "I don't know what happens to me on stage. A different Pial appears when I am on stage singing." There is something special that I would also like our audience to know about Pial. He says that though he has been offered a very high remuneration for his passion of singing, till date, he has not accepted a single payment for this passion. Instead, he says he pays his musicians and the people associated with him, which brings him immense happiness. He says he could go to any extent to explore his passion of singing, and so he has a wonderful memory when the great Sivamani also appreciated his beautiful voice, not only appreciated but played along with him on his percussion instruments while he was singing. An honor indeed. So to the audience, we're going to hear some beautiful numbers that Pial is going to sing today. And again, like in the case of Sarang, I shall be asking you some questions. So what you answer is what he sings. Moving on to the first question and the first performance. There is a very famous song that was inspired by a debt that Kishore Kumar owed to an Indore college canteen. Which is that song? A song which was inspired by a debt that Kishore Kumar owed to his Indore college canteen. What is the song? Yes, Rajendra, that was instant from the movie Chaldi Ka Naam Gaadi, 5 Rupaya 12 Ana, sung by Asha Bhosle and Kishore Kumar. And to this legendary Kishore Kumar is dedicated the first song, the lyrics by Anand Bakshi and Lakshmikant Pyaralal's music. The first song for today, the very beautiful Mere Mehboob from the movie Mr. X in Mumbai. Pial, over to you.
Thank you, Kavita. Thank you so much. मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे नजरे तो गिला करती है तेरे दिल को सनम तुझसे शिकायत होगी मेरे महबूब तेरी गली में आता सनम वफा का गाता सनम तुझसे सुनाना जाता सनम फिर आज इधर आया हूँ मगर ये कहने मैं दीवाना खत्म बस आज ये वहशत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब मेरी तरह तू आहें भरे तू भी किसी से प्यार करे और रहे वो तुझसे परे तूने हो सनम आए है सितम तो ये तू भूल ना जाना कि मैं तुझसे भी नायत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब Yeah, that's it.
That was so beautiful, amazing, audience. You must know he's joined us all the way from Lucknow. Such an absolute treat. Yeah, thank you so much. Moving on to the second performance, Anand, an iconic movie. So there was this very beautiful. There was this very great personality called the Great Gentleman. Rishikesh Mukherjee, of course, who has written this movie, well, he wrote the character of Anand after being inspired by this person who Rishita felt was very much like this character Anand, which was played by Rajesh Khanna. Which person was this that Rishikesh Da was inspired by? My question is, who is the person, the great personality, whose character Anand Rajesh Khanna played was inspired by, who happened to be Rishikesh Mukherjee's best friend? What is the name of that person? I know it's not something that a lot of people know, but the answer to this is Raj Kapoor. It is believed that Rishikesh Mukherjee wrote the film when once Raj Kapoor was seriously ill, and Rishikesh the feared that if Raj Kapoor might die, it might leave him friendless. So this movie was kudos to their friendship. A song from this movie, Anand, Kahin Dur Jab Din Dhar Jaye. Back to you, PL, for this one.
कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। कभी यूं ही जब हुई बोझल सांसें, अरे आज बैठे बैठे जब यूं ही आंखें, कभी यूं ही जब हुई बोझल सांसें, अरे आज बैठे बैठे जब यूं ही आंखें, कभी मचल के प्यार से छलके छुए कोई मुझे पर नजर न आए, नजर न आए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। कहीं तो ये दिल कहीं मिल नहीं पाते, कहीं से निकल आए जन्म के नाते। ओ कहीं तो ये दिल कभी मिल नहीं पाते, कहीं से निकल आए जन्म के नाते। कमी सी उलझन डरे अपना मन, अपना ही के सही दर्द पर आए, दर्द पर आए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुपके से आए। Thank you.
That was so beautiful, PR. We've
Thank
got
you.
Deepak Pancholi who actually says that this singing has really touched our emotional chords. So do continue making us happy with this passion of yours. Absolutely beautiful, PR. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yes, and moving on to the next song. This song was shot in just one take. The singer revealed that the music of the song was actually different, but Kishore Kumar, who has sung this song, asked the music director to use the Bengali version of one of his songs. At the end, they got the final product that turned out to be the biggest hit of that year. This song, which I'm talking about, was picturized on Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila Tagore. That, of course, is the cue. Which movie and which song am I talking about? The one take song. Yes, come on, guys. It's not Chingari, Zubair. Yes, Shilpa, that is right. Roop Tera Mastana from the movie Aradhana. This song also marked the comeback of the singer Kishore Kumar to the industry. For this beautiful song, PR, back to you.
तेरा मस्ताना प्यार मेरा दीवाना रूप तेरा मस्ताना प्यार मेरा दीवाना भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए रूप तेरा मस्ताना प्यार मेरा दीवाना भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए रात नशीली मस्त समा है आज नशे में सारा जहां है रात नशीली मस्त समा है आज नशे में सारा जहां है आए शराबी मौसम बहका है मस्ताना प्यार मेरा दीवाना भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए आंखों से आंखें मिलती है ऐसे बेचैन होके तूफान जैसे आंखों से आंखें मिलती है ऐसे बेचैन होके तूफान जैसे आज कोई साहिल से टकराए मस्ताना प्यार मेरा दीवाना भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए रोक रहा है हमको जमाना दूर भी रहना पास न आना रुक रहा है हमको जमाना दूर ही रहना पास न आना वैसे मगर कोई दिल को समझाए मस्ताना हमसे ना हो जाए। रूप तेरा मस्ताना, प्यार मेरा दीवाना, भूल कोई हमसे ना। Thank you.
It's absolutely amazing, Pial. It's not only what you sing, it's how you sing, which is making this so interesting to watch. Absolutely beautiful. So, in case the audience does have any requests, please do put them on. We are going to request Pial to sing some more songs for us. And before that, the last song which has been scheduled, a movie produced by Rajendra Kumar and Nanda. In fact, it was Nanda who had suggested the name of the newcomer Rajesh Khanna to Rajendra Kumar. This movie is a remake of the 1967 Malayalam movie Cochin Express, which starred Prem Nazir, which was subsequently remade in 1968 in Kannada as Bangalore Mail, in Telugu as Sirkar Express, and in Tamil as Nilgiri Express. Which movie am I talking about? All right, Zubair is asking for Kuch To Log Kahenge, but before that, you need to tell me the answer for this movie that I'm talking about. This is also the movie in which Rajesh Khanna and Helen worked for the first time, worked together for the first time. Which movie is this? All right, the name of the movie is The Train. And coming up, a beautiful song from this movie. Back to you, Pial.
In fact, I am learning a lot today.
Thank you. And yes, so is
La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. गुलाबी आँखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया। संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारों, संभलना मुश्किल हो गया। दिल में मेरे ख्वाब तेरे, तस्वीर जैसे होती बाल पे। बेफिका मैं क्यों हुआ, आता है गुस्सा मुझे प्यार पे। मैं लुट गया मन के दिल का कहा, मैं कहीं का ना रहा। क्या कहूँ मैं दिलरुबा, बुरा ये जादू तेरी आंखों का, ये मेरा कातिल हो गया। गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया। मैंने सदा चाहा यही, दामन बचा लूं हसीनों से मैं। तेरी कसम ख्वाब में भी बसता फिरा नाज़नीनों से मैं। तौबा मिल गई तुझसे नजर, मिल गया दर्द जिगर। सुन जरा ओ बेखबर, जरा सा हंस के जो देखा तुमने, ये मेरा विस्मय हो गया। गुलाबी की आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको हो मेरे यारों संभलना मुश्किल हो गया Thank you.
All right. I'm sure we've got all the audience dancing wherever they are. There is the absolute thing. Okay, PR, we've got loads of requests on the chat. I don't know if you have music with you. So we are actually going to ask you to choose a song right now.
Okay.
And whatever you think is right for us. We're not going to tell you. Whatever you think is right and what you prefer. Please go ahead.
Okay, I can see.
The audience wants more. So we cannot.
Okay, there is a request which says कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे. Okay, ठीक है. It's
All right.
it's a you know, it's a different mood song, but then I'll try it. Definitely, why not?
I hate tears. There it goes. Just a minute, guys, while we are
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत न जाए रहना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत न जाए रहना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे कुछ भी तो जगत की ऐसी है हर एक सुबह की शाम हुई कुछ रीत जगत की ऐसी है हर एक सुबह की शाम हुई तो कौन है तेरा नाम है क्या सीता भी यहाँ बदनाम हुई फिर क्यों संसार की बातों से भी गए तेरे नैना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत न जाए रहना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे हमको जो ताने देते हैं हम खोए हैं इन रंग रलियों में हमको जो ताने देते हैं हम खोए हैं इन रंग रलियों में हमने उनको भी छुप छुप के आते देखा इन गलियों में ये
very beautiful, a very soulful song from the movie. But beautiful song. It was the national anthem. You can forget that. Yes, and now, as promised, time for the finale. Coming up, a video on Sarang's journey, showing sights at Ladakh, Tamri Surla, Dauki, and Jolly Boy. And traveling in sync with this video is Pial with his soulful song from the movie Andaz, Zindagi Ek Safar Hai Suhana. So let's see these two completely different ways of portrayal of passions, yet beautifully amalgamated together, presenting our signature style, the Glyphs Jugalbandi. Here it comes.
जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना। जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना। जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना।
Thank you, Pial. Thank you, Sarang. A perfect end to a beautiful evening. We hate to say bye, but yes, on behalf of our audience and team, a heartfelt thanks to our guests, Sarang and Pial, for joining us. Thank you, guys. We would also like to thank Gayatri Pathak and Amita Godbole for introducing today's guests, Sarang and Pial, to our channel Glyphs. Like I shared, the Glyphs CCE show has celebrated a milestone of completing 60 episodes. And we are overwhelmed with the response from all the well-wishers across India and from more than 44 countries. This platform has brought together people from different places and cultures, all bound together by passion. We are now building a larger team with a better infrastructure to keep showcasing, pursuing, and inspiring more passions all across the world. So, friends, if you have liked the episodes, the experience, and the concept, we are now open to have your financial support to build a better platform than ever before. Your financial support, however big or small, is extremely valuable to us. You can see on the screen a Google Pay number as well as a QR code for any contribution that you would like to make to take this concept forward. We also thank our ever efficient back-end team for their efforts in preparing every episode flawlessly. And yes, the founders, Salil, Tanushri, and Gayatri, for innovating this idea and creating this awesome channel. Last but not the least, our wonderful audience from India and from across the globe for watching, supporting, and encouraging us during each episode of our channel Glyphs CCE. Audience, in case anyone from you is interested in interacting with our guests backstage, please put in your name in the chat box or press the button raise hand and we can get you backstage to talk to them. I am your host Kavita Avasthi signing off for today. My team and I shall be waiting to see you on our next episode where we introduce you to the passion of a photographer and a Kathak dancer. So tune in on Thursday at 7 o'clock and be there to experience a new world of passion. Until then, stay safe, keep exploring your passions and do take very good care of yourselves. Good night and have a lovely week ahead.